Start streaming, test this audio, see what's going on. Start streaming. Excellent, audio is good. Now we just got to send the links out, and we will begin today with our work. All right, the links have been sent. We are beginning now. All right, so today the plan, which is also in the description of the stream, is to implement fast travel at long last. I think the map is big enough. We have located 2 locations where you would fast travel to, and so we have to implement it now. Before, there was only the one spot that had a fast travel point, so we didn't need to do any code. Let me find, we should probably add the other fountain first, and then, which is in Dragon Bog, North Dragon Bog. Oh good, I have a perfect spot for it, even though I have forgotten that I need to do this. We can just delete some of this stuff. These things don't need to be here. We can put the fountain here. Maybe one more. Yeah, that looks about right. Here's the fountain. That's a little bit small. I want to be able to get behind it. Here, this is probably the right spot. Or here. No. Here. There, that's centered. Alright, perfect. I have to delete this tree also. This, oh no. Bush. Die bush. Oh. Click on just the bush. Thank you. What? I hit delete, I promise. No, I hit insert, never mind. Hi, Cloaked. Says Kami. Hi, Kami. That was silly. Okay. This should be... This is the right spot. Alright, perfect. Wait, no, that's not. Ah. Let's just put it there. It doesn't have to be exactly centered. I kind of want to put some flowers around it, like I did on the one in indestructible walls in East Bank. So we can put some more bushes back here. You know what? I deleted that chest, but we can still have a chest back there. It's a mushroom chest, I think. There we go. And then move this bush kind of more here. Okay. Excellent. This looks about right. Now we can add a couple flowers just so that it kind of consistent with decoration. Closing some of these tabs. Plants. Here we go. Alright, and then we do need entrances at each of the fountains. So we'll make this one, -1 is for save spots, and all the negative values are reserved for constants that I use, so I'm going to make this one -2. Then we can go to East Bank, and here's the other fountain. Uh-oh. Where did it? Bird spawner. Okay. Make sure it's on the right layer. Put it there. So basically, the fountain has a river spirit in it, in the fountain, and if you talk to the river spirit, she will dissolve you and bring you to the other fountains that you've located so far. So I'm going to go look at both fountains, make sure I'm happy with where they're located. This is basically to let you travel quickly to places you've already been so that you don't have to do quite as much backtracking. Although, considering how many items are hidden that require future items, you'll still need to do quite a bit of exploring in previous places, but it means if you like just need to go to a city really quick, then you don't have to do the whole, you know. North Dragon Bog. Oh, that's an awkward spot to be put. Daytime. Ooh, that's interesting. Ah! Hey, leave me alone. We're just gonna do this. There we go. Haha, you can't shoot me through the bushes. Nerd. Okay, so the chest is, this is, yeah, this feels about right. I like this spacing. Now. And I'm more happy with this fountain sprite than I was 10 minutes ago when I made it. It's not great, but, and it's also just kind of more like a kiddie pool, but it's okay. And this, of course, crashes because, yeah. Fountain activate. Alright, now we can look at our code. Activate the fountain. Create the NPC. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Create. That sets the depth. That was probably what was causing the error. Do I have this? Now this is a conundrum. think the map code is what I used for this, and that's probably the best way, but the map code is defunct right now. So I think I might need to update the map code. Alright, let's go take a look at the map code. That's not what I want. Next. Init map. Probably this. Yeah. Alright. Can teleport. Yeah. Map index. Do I save any of these things? Okay, yeah. Okay, so this system basically is supposed to have a grid that contains information about all of the rooms and which rooms they connect to so that you can use the map in the inventory. I'm going to take a look at the map, delete the room values that I've removed, and then use this enumerator for a separate list for fast travel, and then I can update the, you know, this jazz later. So let me open up my map. Here's the rectangles. So yeah, this is the map, rectangles. So some of these rooms that I have listed down here have been since deleted, so I can remove them. Second peak, first peak, those are there. Hathor Mountain, nope. Here, we can just make them again in order. Hathor Pass. There's no plateau. First peak city, second peak. I guess I can just do first and second peak, that's fine. Plateau. Hathor Pass. Alright. Obsidian region is Obsidian Fortress. Mountain Hollow. Ebreth region is Ebreth Pass. Ebreth Archives, which should be this direction. Ebreth Tunnels. There's no Iceland. This was the old map, which I've since updated to the new map, right? Can I put it like here so you guys can see too? The question is, can I hide this panel? I don't see a way to do that. Okay. It's fine. This will work. Perhaps. There we go. Because the list is just here on the edge. Oh, but as soon as I click on this, it's gonna, yeah, okay. I want to do it though. Now I'm like, must figure it out. Oh, good lord. Alright, this isn't gonna work. Just put it back. Alright, so then in the Gota region, Serah's Tomb, Hidden Drop, Arcane Ruins, Hidden Conclave, those are all real. Goralm, oh, this is complicated. we have the Plains of War. Which is now combined with Quest City Outpost, so that's not relevant. Up here we should have Chaitite Field. There are no ruins. There are no hills. I think that's it. Yeah. Guess Lake Kython is included here. That's fine. Farland Forest, West Bank, East Bank. You know, we can just put these into the Kython region. Okay. Kendlith. So Kython ruins. Okay, let's put Kendlith and Kendlith Forest first. Kython ruins, deep Farland Forest, Farland Forest. Okay, that's all good. Skull Dungeon, and then Swamp Farland region. We have Deep Cities there. Okay, fine. Dragon Bog south, north. Alright, now just to double check, I'm going to count how many of these there are, and it should match the number that are on my map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That sounds about right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, but there's also these ones. That's probably right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And now, of course, some of this code is going to be really messed up, so I'm just going to beep boop. Beep boop. Okay. Now we actually need to save data grid. Check here. Key. Visited rooms. So I switched to the international keyboard again. Why? It always switches to that one by default, sometimes depending on what I just clicked on. It actually drives me nuts because it should just stay what I set it to and never ever change unless I want it to. It's annoying. Let's see here. What's the code? How does this work? It's been a while since I dealt with this code. Is it in the save? So I'm trying to basically, I need to create this I can make a list and then just search for values in the list and then save the list. Okay. Okay. So instead of this, global.mapVisit equals ds list. Is there a find value? Which kind of data structure should I use? I know how to use lists, and I can use them for this. So, list create. Is there a ds list read? Map visit save data rooms visited key default There we go. Did I miss a... There we go. Okay, so this will read data into the list. Actually, I should really do it this way instead. ds list write, so that it'll save, it'll load the, it'll copy that into this new list instead, and then I can delete this ds list destroy list. So now there won't be a memory leak from accidentally creating the list multiple times. So this will basically create an empty list, and then when I try to read, I'll read the list in from the save data of rooms visited. If there's nothing in that slot, i.e. we haven't saved a list before, it will write to that position this empty list. So it'll just load up an empty list, and then it will destroy this temporary list. So this will either be set to an empty list, a new empty list, which is this one, or a previous list that we've already made. And now what I can do is I can check if this list has a value of the room ID that we want. Yeah. Okay, so if we talk to, here we go. Nope, this is Hannah. Where's Sarah? Apparently not here. Great. This one's interesting because the interacting bit is not save set met Sarah global dot room map visit is there a ds add? Yes. Okay, so we're using room get name because this will save it as a string, which means as long as I don't rename the rooms, the code will still work, whereas before if I reordered them it would break if I just used the direct room index, because then the ID would change. So that's not what we want. We'd rather save it as the name of the room, and then I can generally avoid renaming the rooms once they've been named once, because that would actually always break all kinds of code, and I'd have to know to go in and fix it. So like going between rooms will stop working if I rename a room and things like that. So I try to just avoid that, so I can count on them generally being the same. So add room get name. If it doesn't exist though, ds list find. This should return the index of it. If it will return -1 if there's nothing. Yes. Okay, this will work. We're gonna use a value instead, so we're not calling this function more than we need. Okay, so this is gonna check in the map visit list if this room has been found or not. If, and if it has, then it will add that room value to the list as a room that we have visited. Val. All right. Now, when we talk to Serah, we can do this. Question Serah. Hello, librarian. Now I'm pretty sure con question is actually, yeah, con answer. So now we have, this is where we can use the condition that I set up way long ago. So this can be East Bank condition. Okay, so now we're going to check if, so the condition should be this, but the val is going to be room get name East Bank. We also need to make sure that this only happens if you're not in that room. East Bank. And there we go. That's the condition. So this answer will only appear if you're in East Bank, if you're not in East Bank and you visited East Bank before. So we can do the same thing for North Dragon Bog 2. This code is clunky, but we're only ever going to code this one time, this time, basically. We'll have to add one line of code every time we have a new fountain, and it's a clunky piece of code. But honestly, I don't care. It's going to be wild, but it's fine. RM North Dragon Bog 2. And then here we can have our nothing, nowhere. Excellent. This is clunky too, but once again, not something that I actually care about. Okay, so event user 0 is that. Event user 1. User events 1. East Bank. Okay. So now each of these events is going to trigger depending on what choice you pick in the dialogue. And then after that, I'll trigger a different bit that will teleport you north. Dragon Bog. There you go. Remove Serah. Trying to think of how to implement this the most efficient way possible. Let me think. Let's do it this way. Con come to 20. Okay, there we go. That ends the conversation at least. So then this should work. Let's set teleport this room. Okay, so this should work, I think. We'll test it. This basically sets the player's target room to -2, which is the fountains, and then tells you to go to that room after destroying it. I think all this code will work, basically. And we'll have to try it, though. And it's not going to have any animation at the moment. I'll add that. Maybe in a moment we'll do that, but we'll need some kind of timer. Basically, oh gosh. Excuse me? Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's because I can't do this. I can't do a save code in the init files. They're not gonna run like that. I can do this. Okay, and then in our save function, we'll do the same thing that we just did. Where is it? Functions, saving and loading, load save. This should work. The reason it's more complicated than using it with a grid is that I didn't make a function for doing lists. Map index. That's unfortunate. I need to completely disable the map functionality. Let me check where that code's running. Because I disabled the map code, now everything's like not properly defined. Object draw other? What? Line 11. Object draw. Here, let's just initialize the map index still. But just not. This should fix it, maybe. There'll be weird behaviors if you try to actually connect to the map, I guess. Huh, it's not even that weird behaving. I added a playtime counter. I don't think it works. I'll need to update that. Actually, we can do that in a moment. Once we get Serah working, we'll deal with the playtime counter. Let's see here. What? The water flows. Oh, Librarian, you have awakened me. My name is Serah. No, that's all I remember. Please, I want to help you. Find another of these fountains. Uh-oh. Doesn't work. Hold on. Let's go see what happens if we teleport. Bank. Boop. Okay, this doesn't work either. So I did something wrong. I see. I did something wrong. Got him. Although I'm good at killing those things, you know. Oh, we can probably... While we were streaming last week on these imp things, I never did fix these numbers. Should probably, you know, fix that. Okay. Let's fix the numbers on the imps. And then we can switch over to fixing Serah. I can just delete this event. There we go. Okay, so what's going on with Serah code? Great. Probably better practice to do that. That shouldn't change anything though. So this is correct. East Bank, North Dragon Bog, then room. Oh, find a text. This should be not equals -1. It did find one. Okay, now it will work. That's a clear issue. Basically, that means if it's there and you also if you're not in this room and also you haven't been to this room ever. Okay, this still doesn't work, so. Uh-oh. Check this out. We got some music in the wrong spot. Let me fix that. Dragon bog. Also, this room doesn't have a music object, which is bad because it means if we... Oh gosh, I didn't... Hold on a second. Oh. Wait. How come that cutscene didn't trigger? Oh, good lord. Everything is broken! I like this music though. I'm happy. I'm proud of this one. Something broke the cutscenes for this area. So let's head. This isn't gonna help. What's going on? Okay, there's two con ends. That might be part of it, except that I reloaded, so there shouldn't have been that shouldn't affect the cutscene, but it might. Okay. Also, the music is definitely wrong. Yeah, that works. What? Do you think maybe I'm hitting this barrier when I'm coming in from this side? And that makes it so that it overrides the cutscene that's supposed to trigger? That makes sense. Let me check room Deep City. Do do do. Okay. Let's try that setup. I think that's probably the issue. That would make sense because I might not have tested walking in from that way. That seems surprising to me though. Also, this room just doesn't have music at all. Okay, that worked. Yeah, I was right. Called it. I figured it out. Code. Now North Dragon Bog needs music. Oh gosh, what's the music? Weeping Waters. There we go. Now we'll have music here. And then one of these areas has... East Bank is the wrong audio also. East Bank. Okay, now the music is all correct and the cutscenes are fixed. That's a good bug to find and fix. Glad I tested that, because I definitely know there are some of my players who would have gone that direction, and then there would have been madness. Alright, now that that is all set up. Yes, it works. We can just teleport back and forth now. And this also needs to have its music updated. West Bank. Oh! What did I do? Okay. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so this is all working, I believe. Now, the cutscene obviously is very rudimentary. Basically, there's nothing. But I think that's okay for now. I'll put that on my list of things to do in between alpha testing and beta release, just because it'll take me a little while and I don't want to do it right now. It doesn't really affect the impact of how it works. But now there's a way to travel between those two locations. It'll take about 1 minute each time I need to add a new location. So I think on the map, I can check briefly. There's... Oh. Yeah, so basically, there's only 4 fountains. Maybe I'll put one in Abreth, though. So there might be 5, but there's not very many. The overworld is not that large. So... But I do want some fast travel so that you don't have to walk in between whole areas that you've been before. That would be lame. Let's see. Can I mark that as done? No. Fast travel done. I'm going to add to my... What version is this? 2.5.0. So 3.0. I need a tweaks. Serah travel cutscene. It's just kind of low priority right now when I really want to get 2.5.0 released in like 2 weeks at most. Definitely by the end of February. There's a really good chance school's going to be canceled tomorrow, and then I'm going to get 8 hours of work done on the game. 9 to 5 programming. But, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there's a typo. Let's go grab that. Cutscenes. Darian? Yeah. Here we go. There you go. Perfect. Now I can check that off my list. Hooray! Done. Okay. Laser audio. I don't know if I can do that yet. We're like so close. I'm basically ready for just level design. I have audio effects I have to make and some graphics I have to finish, which we'll all finish today after the stream. Then I just have to do the level building. Basically, there's like a couple tiny things to fix. Yeah. So we're getting really close to the next release. I'll have to send it to the alpha testers first, and that will take a couple weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks, to get all the feedback in. There's a lot of people who all will play the game, and then after that, we'll have a new version, and it's one of the biggest updates yet. The changelog is 2.5 pages so far, and by the time it's done, it'll be 3 pages, which is the longest out of any of them, basically. Yep, definitely the longest. 0.0.2 had a lot, apparently. But yeah, I'm really excited for this update. So I'm actually going to end the stream here, just because there's not really much more to do. Like, basically, by the next stream, I need to be working on next update content kind of things. Because there's art and there's some music to write and some really technical bugs to fix. And then I guess I could work on the level design on stream, but I don't really want to spoil it. I want to keep it as a surprise for everybody. So, yeah. Basically, if I'm not done and have something ready to do by next stream, we will not stream next week if there's nothing to do. At this point, we're reaching the bottom of the barrel. I don't want to spoil everything, right? There's things, like, I have trouble posting screenshots to Twitter too, because it's like, yeah, technically I worked on that, but also I don't really want to share it, so it goes in phases. Next update will be like making all kinds of wild progress. I'll be like, look, here's a new area I just made. Look, here's a new enemy I just made. And right now it's like, well, I have to do all the level design, but I already did all the enemies. I already did all the puzzles, like, yeah. So that's going to be all for today. It's a pretty short stream. Just an hour, but I don't want to keep streaming if I don't have anything else to do, so hopefully soon I'll have some seriously cool updates to show everybody. Goodbye.